GNUS brand stock update. Okay guys, so we have some pretty exciting news. GNUS brands just launched and released their recent Q1 earnings report, guys. We have a lot to talk about in this video. So before I get into the video, guys, I want to remind you to grab your free stocks over at Webull by going to investortrip.com/Webull. And remember, grab your free Bitcoin by going to investortrip.com/Coinbase. So let's get right into it, guys. GNUS Brands has released their latest Q1 earnings report. So we're going to talk a lot about it. We're going to actually dig into the 10Q SEC filing as well. So we have a lot to talk about. So let's get started, guys. So this was the recent announcement. GNUS Brands released their 10Q, and some of the headlines were that first quarter revenue increased 218%, and the Stan Lee Superhero Kindergarten achieved over 16 million views with around 3.2 million views per episode. So this was the actual shareholder letter written by Andy Hayward, chairman and CEO. So let's just quickly go through it, guys, and then we're going to head over and check out some of those actual numbers on the 10Q. So it says here, dear shareholders, I'm pleased to report that the company has shown material growth in revenues over the same quarter last year. Revenues for the quarter were $1 million compared to $334,000 over the same period last year, reflecting a year-over-year increase of 218%. So guys, it looks like revenue's gone up, views have gone up, everything is just trending up. So this is phenomenal news, and it's pretty impressive, guys, because it's basically been just less than a year since the cartoon channel itself launched. So they've done a tremendous amount of progress in just a short period of time. So we know now we're in like meme stocks. A year is a short time in terms of meme stocks, but in terms of real life businesses, a year it's not that much time, guys. So that's just a great to see things go. And that it says here, the first quarter we were able to consolidate the acquisition of our kids marketing and media agency, Chescom Beacon Media, which has already proven to be a material contributor to our revenue as we move forward and grow. So the acquisition was completed on February 1st, and it only includes around 2 months of the quarter. So that's actually missing the first month of revenue for that acquisition. So to end the quarter, there's cash position is about $143 million with no debt, and the company received $57 million from the exercise of warrants as well. However, the company recorded an offsetting non-cash position and cash expense as a result of the new warrants. So now let's talk about the actual cartoon channel. So this is very exciting. The cartoon channel has seen some phenomenal growth over the last quarter. So it says here, since obviously the channel hasn't been around for a year, they had to compare the numbers in the first quarter from the previous quarter. So it says the channel's growth during this period has been substantial, reflecting all metrics, including unique users up 157%, hours watched weekly up 113%, and views up 115%, which is absolutely fantastic numbers. And you can see here since the time growth across all these metrics since the app actually launched, hours watched up 3,000% plus, unique users weekly up over 2,000%, views up thousands of percent, and ad impressions up over 1,000% as well. And the app, of course, has gotten awesome reviews, the top rated app across all cartoon other competitor networks, receives a 5.0 in the Apple Store and a 4.8 in the Google Android app. So there's been a couple of other additions as well. They've added some some new cartoon channel, Fast channel, Friday Night Family Fun Film, and exciting thing that I see when I was a kid growing up, Saturday morning cartoons, guys. So if you guys have kids or you guys want to watch yourself, every 8 a.m. through 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, you can watch cartoons 100% free. So there's just been a lot of good changes, and probably the most impressive change is that they finally started launching episodes of the Superhero Kindergarten. So as you can see here, this was starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and ever since they've launched this, here are the key metrics from before they launched the Superhero Kindergarten and after. So hours watched skyrocketed over almost 3,000%, unique news users up almost 3,000%, and views up over 1,000%. So that series alone has garnered 16 15 million views with an average of over 3 million views per episode. And this was what I was trying to explain why Genius Brands is such a long-term hold, because just the first celebrity cartoon that they launched absolutely blew the views and exploded the amount of ad revenue, the amount of views, unique users. Everything went up. So every key metric went up, and doing 3 million views an episode is absolutely phenomenal. So there's a lot of things coming in the pipeline. I'm extremely excited about Shaqs Garage. That's coming in 2022 in the first quarter. And Shaq is just as big a celebrity in the basketball world as Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie and political world. And that, in bringing Shaqs Garage, I think next year will bring an entirely different audience. So obviously a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger fans come a specific demographic, and having Shaqs Garage, that's going to bring in another demographic. So that's going to be a phenomenal growth. And you can see that launching these new cartoons with celebrities has done amazing things for the app in general. So it's great because it brings people to the app, and then they're going to constantly come back and watch new episodes, and then they're going to check out other content as well, similar to what's basically going on right here on YouTube. So awesome news. And the thing I like about the cartoon channel is that they're producing. This isn't hype. They're not just talking and not really showing anything like some of the other companies that we've covered on this channel. They're really producing, and that's at the end of the day, that's going to move the stock. So now let's take a look at a fundamental analysis. That was kind of covering the shareholder letter. We're going to take a fundamental overview. So cash on the balance sheet looks absolutely phenomenal. Over 143 million in cash with very little long-term debt. Great. That's exactly what we want to see, guys. And as you can see here, you know, total stockholder equity has increased. So that number's going up. Now, accumulated deficits is a bit of alarm, but the company has issued a lot of warrants and things like that, issued stock. And a lot of those warrants probably won't be redeemed for a few years or so. So it's not too much to worry about there. So now let's take a look at the revenue breakdown. So this is absolutely very interesting, guys. So if we take a look here at the revenue breakdown, of course we see that acquisition from the Chizcom added a lot of revenue, and it was basically made up 75% of the company's revenue in the first quarter. So that's absolutely awesome, guys. That's really great to see. And we can see here that while license and royalty revenue decreased, television and home entertainment revenue was up, and advertising revenue was slightly down. So I know the advertising revenue is slightly down, but we're going to see that advertising revenue absolutely skyrocket in Q2, because remember, Q1 doesn't include the superhero kindergarten cartoon. So, you know, my estimates are that based on all of the people that were watching the superhero kindergarten cartoon, we can probably expect this number to 10x. So if they did around $56,000, we can expect that to probably grow to $500,000. So my revenue projection for Q2 is probably, based on these numbers, I would expect the company to almost double their revenue. So that's absolutely phenomenal. Now, losses are piling up a bit, but once again, a lot of these are warrant-based expenses. As you can see here, the $69 million in losses was a warrant-based incentive, and they use these warrants to basically bring on, they use these warrants to pay guys like Shaq and Arnold Schwarzenegger for basically owning a stake in the company. So, you know, things are looking better, guys. At the end of the day, you know, we know this company is going to suffer some losses in the beginning, but things are starting to turn around, and you guys can check out all of this stuff. All you have to do is go to the geniusbrands.com website, and you can check out all of this information. So, now, where are we headed? Well, according for a technical analysis, we can see here that the stock has bounced quite nicely off its RSI, and it looks like it is heading up. Right now, it's facing a bit of resistance, but I think with these numbers, I think it's going to bring in a lot of new shareholders. And it could happen that probably once the Q2 earnings release is released, so that's probably going to get released a few months from now, obviously we could see this stock revisit its previous resistance level. So for me, I'm just holding, I'm still holding on to my 1,000 shares. I really like these revenue numbers, thinking about adding to my position because my average purchase price is around $1.80. Kind of weighing the benefits, I'm thinking that right now it's at a decent level. It's quite oversold, and we knew that that cartoon, the superhero cartoon, was going to add a ton of revenue. The Chizcom acquisition is going to add a ton of revenue. So this for me is a long-term hold. I don't think if you buy Genius Brands below $2, you're going to really be losing a ton of money in the long run, because we know that this company has potential. And if this company did reach its previous highs, so of like $3, something like that, that would just basically be a quick 2x return. So I don't think that's going to basically that's unlikely. I think that's very, very possible. So, you know, this is not a meme stock. This is not AMC or GameStop. This company is going to take time to do better. It's going to take time to get revenue, but we know that the initial numbers look great. So I think all this means is that things are only going to get better with time, guys. So I'm still long GNUS Brands. Let me know what you guys think about GNUS Brands. Did you buy more? Did you sell? What are you doing with the stock right now that you have these revenue numbers out? So my future price projection for GNUS Brands, I think a lot of smart money is going to start piling into the stock. So if we take a look here at institutional ownership, you can take a look at this. At Fintel, we saw quite a bit of buying after that earnings report. So if we take a look here, we can see here that there's been quite a lot of institutional buying as of late. Like I said, we have LMR Partners, Exodus Point Capital Management, Jane Street Group. So a lot of institutional buying here, and obviously they're seeing some good things. That's why they've been adding to their positions. So I'm probably going to add to some as well. I think it's still a good price. I don't think it's too expensive, guys. So like I said, I'm about to wrap things up for this video. My future price target for GNUS Brands, I'm going to give it around 2x upside as we head into Q3. That would give it basically a price of around $3 or so. We'll see what happens then, guys. So if you guys enjoyed my video, please be sure to smash the red subscribe button and smash that like button to basically really helps me out, guys. I really appreciate it. And also be sure to grab your 2 free stocks and your free Bitcoin. You can find those links in the description below. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.